Hey, how we doing? I'm Andy, this is Spiders. Thanks for coming and watching. Today we're going to have a look at a parcel that I ordered, well, it was a couple of weeks ago. And what happened was this actually got caught through the postal strike, so it was posted out on the Tuesday, ready to arrive on the Wednesday. Didn't make it. Well, I said the parcel, there's actually two parcels, so neither of them made it on the Wednesday. Now it was Bugnut and the Spider Shop. So I emailed them both just to sort of say, look, you know, they haven't arrived today. Thursday, Friday we've got mail strikes, so hopefully they'll arrive Saturday and we'll just have to see how things go. So yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna show you what went down, show you these animals when they arrived on Saturday afternoon. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up and we'll just show you what went on. Cheers.
Right, so this is it, the moment of truth really. You can see my grandson's just sat there in the background. He wanted to watch and see how things turned out. Obviously he knew I'd been waiting for these for a while, so you can see this one is the parcel from Bugnut, and it was a box in a box. Now you can see that heat pack there, but obviously that well ran its course by the time this parcel arrived, like. So this here is a mature male Bumba Harida, and as you can see there, that's looking pretty good. So yeah, you can see there, he's not in a death cow, he's not moving a lot, but that's not surprising. So we'll just get that lid back on him. And the other one in the box, this is a sling. It's a Phonopelma bicoloratum. Now this wasn't a cheap sling, so this was, if I'm honest, this was my main concern, because this is where the bulk of the money was. But as you'll see in just a second, this one was good as well. So you can see the little dude there. So yeah, both of them arrived and they're both alive. Now, I'm going to run my hands up. I forgot to press record, so the bicoloratum got rehoused before I'd realised. I mean, there wasn't much to it, it just went in a little pot, but yeah, you can see that there. See the orange coming through on the legs and stuff, so I mean, this is going to take ages to grow, but you know, it's going to be one to watch, and it's a stunning tea once it's fully grown, like. Right, now, I'm going to admit, this isn't the enclosure for the mature male. What I've actually done here is I've set up an enclosure and I'm going to put my mature female into it. She molted out about a month, 6 weeks ago, and she's matured, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her into a new enclosure, and I'm actually going to put the male into this enclosure that I'm taking her out of, and hopefully that will encourage him to lay some sperm webs pretty quickly, and you know, have pheromones and things like that being in this little enclosure, so hopefully that should help. So yeah, as you can see, this is the girl, just getting her into the catch cup. Now if I'm honest, this one is a pretty chilled tarantula, to be fair. I've actually got two females, and the other one has molted out this week as well, so I'm hoping that I might get 2 pairings out of this male. One with each female. I'll probably try and pair them a couple of times with each female. But yeah, as you can see, these are an awesome looking tarantula, like that really bright orange carapace against the jet black. And it's like, the legs are really black, but the light, they just show like a grey. As you can see there, it's just an awesome looking teal. I do remember as this one was growing, I used to think it looked more, or it had the appearance more of a true spider than a tarantula, but as it's grown, it's sort of, I don't know, it's filled its shape, I suppose. But yeah, there we are, that's the female. So now we'll move on and we'll have a look at this male and see how he's doing. So yeah, as you can see here, I've just soaked that enclosure down a little bit, give him a water bowl, and I get plenty of humidity and some moisture in there, because like I say, he's had 5 days in the post, so this dude, there's a good chance he's going to be on his way to dehydration. And there we are, a little bit of movement there, so I knew he was definitely alive. And we get a bit of a closer look at him. Again, absolutely stunning male. You notice the carapace isn't quite as bright as the female. But yeah, he's looking well considering his 5-day ordeal, so we'll get him fed up. Hopefully he'll make a sperm web, and in a couple of weeks time we'll look at getting him paired with at least one of the 2 girls that I've got there. Like,
so that was Bugnut, and in all fairness, I got to say Paul was really cool. I messaged him, obviously, as I said, about the parcels not arriving. He did a bit at his end trying to chase it up. They were stuck in Chester. I've got a feeling that luckily somebody must have seen the labels on these and they've put them in an office rather than them being left in the warehouse, because there's just no way that these animals would have survived with the temperatures that we had, especially in this area over that couple of nights. Like, so yeah, I suppose, you know, we call them Royal Phil, but somebody did me a favour here, and I've got to appreciate that. Like, but anyway, we're going to move on, because like I say, there was another box, and this one was from the Spider Shop, and they put an offer on of a Hedurus arizonensis, desert hairy scorpion, and some blue death venom beetles in a little communal package. So I thought I'd grab myself one, and like I said, that spent 5 days in the post as well, so he's what happened once that arrived.
So yeah, here we are. This is the box from TSS. Now, I know you can see the other parcel in the background. I opened this one first, but I decided to do the videos the other way around, more because I've never used Bugnut before, whereas I've used TSS quite a few times. So yeah, as you see here, we've got the 2 death venom beetles, and the first pot you've seen come out, that of the Hedurus arizonensis. This was a communal that they were doing. I think it was about 50 quid for the 2 beetles and an adult scorpion, so I thought I'll have a little bit of that then. So you can see the beetles were all looking good. And now this was where I was worried. I mean, again, the packaging's always good from TSS, but after 5 days in a cold warehouse, I didn't know what to expect. But as you can see there, we've got movement, so luckily everything has arrived, and it's alive there. just going to encourage this little guy out just so I can have a proper look. And there you can see it's gone, and it's back, and it's gone again. So there we are, safely in the catch cup, and as we can see, this one seems pretty fine. Now, when it comes to the rehousing, I'd ordered some sand as well, but obviously that hadn't arrived. As it happens, that still hasn't arrived, so they can't blame the postal strikes for that now. So what I did is I had some really dry topsoil that I had in a tub, so I've just put that in the bottom, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that for now. I've just got a couple of pieces of cork bark. It's a really basic setup. As I say, it's only going to be temporary for them for a week or so, or until this sand arrives really. And there we are. Once we finally find the end of the tissue, we can look at getting this thing unwrapped. And there it is. So there's a cracking little scorpion. It's a lot bigger than the other desert hairy that I picked up a couple of months ago. It was only probably, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches in length, whereas this one is a sub-adult, so it's a good size. So this is going to be something that I'll be able to show off a bit better to the kids in work. We have a nice little close-up of it. Now, for somebody that wasn't a big fan of scorpions up until a year or so ago, I'm really getting into them of late, so I wouldn't be surprised if I do end up with more scorpions in the collection at some point in the future. But now we're going to have a look at these two beetles. So the first one had itself clinging to the little bit of egg carton and didn't want to come out. And then when it did come out, it did exactly what they're named for, and it just played dead. And there we are, we'll add the second one in. And you see this one played dead for quite a while, and then when it did decide that it was happy with the situation, it fell off a lot. So there we are. So yeah, you just see in the background there, I'm just dropping the cricket in for that scorpion, give it a bit of a feed, and you'll see it did take it. I didn't get a great view, but you can see it does have the cricket caught there, nice freshly molted one. And it seems to be taking that pretty fine, so based on that, I'm going to assume that this one's done alright. I will keep an eye on things over the next couple of days. And here we have just a little time lapse of the beetles having a bit of a wander around as they settle into their new environment.
Yeah, fair dues. very lucky, eh? So as you've seen, everything, both parcels, everything arrived fine. Again, the Spider shop were really good when I emailed them, and once I'd let them know the parcel had arrived, they were decent as well, and they said just sort of keep an eye on things over the next few days to make sure they're all right, and if there's any problems, let me know, just because obviously we were all, as far as we were all thinking, they'd probably been stuck in a warehouse type setting for a couple of nights. But yeah, everything was good, so I was really happy with that everything turned up. He said I'm going to rehouse that Scorpion and the Blue Deathfin and Beetle, or Blue Deathfin and Beetles. I'm going to rehouse them on a better substrate, something a bit more sandy, but as I mentioned, that was all I had at the time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, it was a double unboxing and rehousings after 5 days in the post, and they all survived, so it was a pretty cracking sort of result in the end. So yeah, like I say, cheers for watching. I hope you all come back next time. Cheers. Ta-da.